Hello, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Good morning, Vietnam, indeed. It is about, 3 o'clock in the morning in Vietnam? Good morning, Vietnam. Oh my gosh, yes. Where the Vietnamese live. Okay, you guys trying to make fun of me last time. Vietnamese are from Vietnam, all right? I looked it up. I Googled it. What is going on? Welcome back, everyone. Good to see you here on this Monday afternoon. A little bit of a last-minute stream. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to fly today, and then after a couple things, I decided, you know what? Let's take a 727. Since YouTube decided to delete my last 727 video, I don't know why. Our long haul in it that we did, a green dot in and everything, just gone. So I figured we'll fly 727 again, Flying Tigers. We'll finish up a little Vietnam tour here. We're going over to Hanoi, but instead of going to the main airport, we're going to a little military airport just southeast of Hanoi International, right on the river. Should be pretty cool. No approaches. It's got to be visual, shorter runway. And what could go wrong? 727 visual approach, and nothing to back it up with. I think there's an NDB across the river that we're going to track to, but that's it. You trust Google? Yes. Oh man, Bill's Mafia, good to see you, man. 9 months support. iFly 73 stream when? Hey, what's that? I haven't heard of the iFly 737. No, thanks, man, for the support. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have it. I don't have a copy of the 737, and in my opinion, I probably won't go out of my way to purchase a 737 MAX just because you guys know me. Come on, if I'm going to fly a 737, give me the NG, give me the old school dials. It's basically a 737 with G1000s. Changed my mind. No, without all that aside, it does look like a pretty good airplane coming out. I've watched a little bit of XP, watched a little bit of Captain Canada flying it last night. So, I mean, it looks like a pretty decent module, but as far as 737s go, I would rather have a classic, in my honest opinion. But the sounds, of course, Boris Audio Works, he looked like he crushed it as always. So that's good to see. But yeah, maybe in due time, maybe in 24, man. Maybe in 2024, we'll take a look at it. But like I said, I'm not purchasing anything right now for the sim. There was even a Hanoi scenery that I thought about getting. I'm like, man, I'm just going to go to the military base instead. So just going to put everything on hold until 24 drops. Can't wait for that one. Have you heard about the A330 from Aerosoft? Yes, I have. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's something that's interesting. We'll have to get into that here in just a little bit. But that whole thing, I feel like a lot of the community are being almost too nice to them, just for the fact that there is nothing more blatant than willful. What's the word I'm trying? Let me phrase this properly here. It's blatantly obvious that Aerosoft is intentionally trying to scam this community. There's something to be said about someone who tries to make an airplane. Maybe they're a new developer and it comes out and it's kind of a flop. It's not good. You know what? They tried hard. They did their best. Maybe they update it. Maybe not. It's a flop. But when you have a company as potent as Aerosoft with the money that they have that comes out and willfully scams the community. I mean, come on, they know what the expectations are. So yeah, I just think it's absolute. I don't even want to give them the time of day, honestly, to talk about it. I think it's whoever made that decision to release that airplane should be gone. They should no longer be employed by Aerosoft. I'm pretty sure that just ended their reputation. I'll probably never buy an Aerosoft airplane again unless it's something really good that someone else reviews ahead of time, but maybe they should stick to sceneries. So, but yeah, it's like I said, it's different when you are honestly trying to make a product and it's a flop versus you have a terrible product, but you're just going to try to scam and get as much money as possible before a free one comes out in the next generation of the sim. Doesn't sit well with me. I can't make a 330. I'm not saying I could do a better job. I'm just saying that's ridiculous. So anyway, we are in an updated 727-200, which has a slightly different engine model on it now. We've got the internal clamshells, so they no longer open up on the reversers. A few other bug fixes and quality of life improvements. Heading bug still does not work by default. You have to use a bunch of LVAR nonsense, which is driving me nuts. Still haven't had time to figure that out in SPAD. I haven't even thought about opening SPAD yet, but the fact that it was working and now it's not working, just makes me so frustrated. But we'll get around with it. We'll get around with it. So I just bought the FSS 7.2 from Contrail to avoid supporting Aerosoft. Nice, full flap. Nice. Actually, that's where mine is, through Contrail as well. So you get all the updates and everything. So that's probably a good deal there. Do you have to get YouTube Music to get ad-free YouTube video? Donald, I'm not sure what you... No, I don't think you have to get YouTube Music. But if you get YouTube Premium, then you won't have ads. So unfortunately, I can't control ads. I put them on the longest possible duration. It's every 30 minutes. I can go all the way down to 15, I think, or maybe even less, maybe like 10 minutes. But the furthest I can push them out is 30. So if you don't have YouTube Premium, every 30 minutes, somebody's getting ad. Could be more, could be less. It just depends on what YouTube is deciding to do that day. So the only thing I could do is make them more frequent or get rid of them altogether, which unfortunately I can't really do that because I got to keep the lights on here at the HQ. I do have a substantial overhead to run V1 Sim. But other than that, check out YouTube Premium, man. It's well worth it, man, because then you can listen to music and all kinds of stuff, no ads. It's worth it. Or get an ad blocker. Yeah, Cosmic, hey, now I know why this stream's going to disappear, because freaking Cosmic over here talking about ad blocker. Premium is a no-brainer. Dougal, good to see you, man. Dougal, how you doing, man? Hope life is well. Hope you had a good weekend. You guys ready to get this 727 up and ready to go? Steven says, who cares about a crappy generic twin jet modern airliner when we have the 727 things to do right now? Exactly, Steven. And also, unfortunately, I know it's early access. My initial, it's always hard to see on other people's streams too. I've got some questions about the texturing along the engines and the wings. The wings looked kind of plasticky, but I know it's early access, so hopefully, maybe it's also just YouTube too. But if I'm going to fly a 7.3, it better have some pretty darn good flap textures, some gloss, some grime. I know you don't want grime on a Max, but just a little bit of wear, just so it doesn't look like it's plastic. You know what I mean? So, Nabil, this is a short flight, so I guess we can sit here and talk. The flight en route today, guys, is only going to be about 40 minutes. We're just doing the one leg, so we'll talk a little bit here before we fire up this 727. But Nabil, 747-100 from PMDG. Bill's Mafia, I saw you say that too. I about lost it. Now, unfortunately, I think we are years away, possibly, right? I think it's going to be quite some time before we see it. I'm telling myself that because I don't want to overhype myself. If it's less than a year, I'd be more excited. But I think we are maybe years away from that. However, I can tell you that I am beyond excited for PMDG 747-100. We are going to take that puppy around the world, maybe with this 727. Maybe by that time, this airplane will be completely ironed out. We'll have the passenger version, and then we'll do an around the world in the 747. I've never done an around the world tour on this channel. I mean, legit. Start from Dallas, Texas, and we're going to go all the way around the world, the long way. So, May 2025. Really? Really? Cosmic dropping 20 gifted memberships. Cosmic Doubloon. Thank you so much, you crazy dog, as Oscar says. Cosmic, absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for the support, man. Really, really appreciate that, Cosmic. Man, I feel like I haven't talked to you in months. Hope you're doing well, dude. But I saw your comment at the beginning of the stream. Yes, I can't wait for the winter time. I might have to. I think I still have our Rice is Safe installed on my other PC. But thanks again for the support, Cosmic. Hope you're doing well. I know you're probably studying hard. You're working on your higher education. So thanks again, man. Really, really appreciate that. All right. Yes, Zippy. As Zippy said, make sure you thank him. No, I really just made that up. Team Vodka, really? You just made that up? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm about to kick Team Vodka out of here. You just made that up. You got me excited for no reason. All right, let's get this airplane fired up, chat. Let's go ahead and get the battery switch on. Make sure you have sim sounds. You don't. I'm going to turn them up for you. Now you should have sim sounds. We got the battery on, and we're going to go right into an APU start as well. So let's just go over here. I'm not going to do the fire test twice. Screw it. What the hell? Let's try to be proper. Then we'll do one reset. 2 resets, and let's go ahead and get this thing fired up right away. Boom. I got the doors open, or the windows open, and the doors open. APU's right back here. We'll pull this access hatch. She's spooling up. As soon as we get on bus, we will get all the lights on too. I can't kick other mods, unfortunately. I know we gotta kick Team Vodka out of here for getting my hopes up for that. No AeroLimp 330 stream. No, Force Raptor. You will not see the 330 from me on this channel. I was saying it earlier for a few minutes ago. you guys know I'm pretty good when it comes to, or at least I think I'm pretty good about using some tact when maybe I'm using an airplane or a scenery that's not the best, right? It's just like, yeah, it's kind of it. But I always say, look, it's better than what I could do, and that still remains true. I can't make a 330, but there's something to be said about an honest flop and a willful intent to scam the community, to money grab the community because their back's against the wall. It is clear as day. And to me, that's more than being a bad developer. You're a bad person at that point. You're literally just trying to scam kids and other members of the community to I don't know why, because you know you're going to be out of the game when 2024 drops. So it's just it's ridiculous, man. I got no respect for that, and no respect for the future of Aerosoft nonsense. They're going to have to work really, really hard to overcome that one, in my opinion. So that's all I'll say about that for now. I'm sure I'll be asked about 72 times before we finish this stream up here, but let's go ahead and get some lights on. It's early morning. Ooh, that's too bright. We'll turn the Gustavo lights off. Let's come over here. Let's juice up our cockpit displays. Are you going to try the Moza Max 8 side stick? The Max 8 side stick. What's the Max 8 side stick? I'm not sure about that. I only have the MH16, which I think is a great stick, man. I really like the MH16. I am trying to make that red flood there. Look at that juice. Looks like that they've separated the floods. Maybe that's always been working. I don't know if I'm going to be trying any more Moza sticks. Now, I'm really hoping Moza will eventually do a yoke, but I'm going to do some more helicopter flying with the Moza because I really enjoy using the Moza base with helicopters. Now, I also did learn something that's pretty cool for you DCS fans out there when it comes to Moza. I believe Ed Wagner, the main DCS guy, they just got a copy of the Moza so they can work on more native support for DCS. As far as force feedback and DCS is concerned, heat blur is really the game changer. That's the one force feedback works really, really good with how heat blur has done their coding. And I think what ED is trying to do is, Matt Wagner, thank you, Thomas Ray. They're trying to learn more about the hardware first on the Moza and what it's capable of, and then incorporating more of that through their default modules like the F-18, F-16. Well, F-16 you wouldn't have any, but the F-18, etc. So that's good news. Helicopters and DCS, though, that's another discussion. Force feedback in helicopters is like peas in a pod. It's what's needed. It's beautiful. V1 heat blur Phantom stream when? You know what, Steven? I was pretty proficient there, right, Cosmic? I was pretty proficient in the Phantom for a little while. But, I wouldn't even know how to start it now. I forget. I'm ready for more helicopter streams. Donald. So while we're on bus now, we've got to get the thing to align. Man, I miss you guys. I just want to sit here and chat. Podcast when? Where's AJ at? Hopefully he's not here. Donald, I took the UH-1 in Microsoft Flight Simulator off stream. I was going to stream it, but then I was nervous because there's a lot going on when you try to do comms. I was flying through some busy airspace in LA. I was doing a transition, and I was flying as Duke 1, which is the real call sign for the Orange County Sheriff's Department, UH-1 Huey. Man, it was so cool. There was half a dozen airplanes or so going into LA, some were departing, and I was doing the transition as Duke 1, VFR, at or below 500 feet, and it was just really cool, man. So I want to do that on stream and do it at night or evening when we can really see all the lights pop. I think that'll be really cool. We'll probably try to do that this week. Depending on when we finish up this stream, I already have a thumbnail made. I think we need to take that PMDG 777 through Milton. Milton's blowing up, so I think we should take that 777 right through the middle of it. We'll see. Cosmic says, yeah, man, I'd love to get back to speed on Phantom. Took a summer break, had to go straight to the in-game tutorial for a cold start. Yes. When you stop flying DCS, it's not good, man. You lose it. You don't use it, you lose it. All right. A couple things we need to finish setting up here. Let's go ahead and arm the emergency exit lights. We're going to squawk 2000 here on our overhead panel. 2000. Boom. Boom. That is good there. That can stay off for now. We'll do a test here. Put you back in a normal position. That looks good. We'll do a lights check. Check all these lights. Coming down the right-hand side. That looks good. check these set of lights. They all function. That looks good. Left probe, right probe, that checks out. Those are good right there. No other lights needed except logo light. We'll turn the nav light on as well. Back over to the flight engineer panel. Let's get the APU bleed on so we can get some air conditioning on. We got pack. We'll do left AC pack on. So we got the bleed on with the pack on. On the flight engineer panel, galley power forward is on. That's on APU. That's on APU. We will do our oil quantity test. Still up to speed on the Rio if you want to do a kiddie stream. Ooh. See, I don't even think I'm up to speed on the F-14 anymore, man. How unfortunate is that? We'll do a vibe check test. Do some cloud seeding ops. That would be cool. All right. Vibe checks are good. They did fix the... Apparently, I thought they fixed the ground interconnect hydraulic situation. Let's see if this comes up to speed. Maybe this needs to pressurize and then that will open up. I just want to test this. We don't need to do it right now because our gear door is closed. That's really the only reason you would do this. But I saw it in the changelog that this was fixed, and I swear I had it working. Okay, so both pumps on. Does it have to be both? Okay, so system B will work through the ground interconnect, it looks like. So that is fixed. Okay, that's quality of life improvement right there. That's good. Looks like we can fully pressurize system A through the ground interconnect switch. Not that we need to do it. Again, this will really only be... Oh, look, our landing gear door is open. How do we close them now? Why are our gear doors open? Let's close all that off. Oh, look, the sun just peeked over the building there. Just getting ready to peek through the cockpit. All right, let's get this initialized. Put you in standby. Hello, Captain. Would you recommend TFDI MD-11? No. I love both planes for their own reasons, but which is more worth it? 727, Mark. If you're talking about this or the 72, oh, I'm sorry, this or the MD-11, this plane. I actually just flew the MD-11 before this stream. I was testing it out. No, it's too FSXy. I even tried FT Sim sound on it. I can't get behind it, man. It's got no soul to me. I don't know what it is. It's a great looking model on the exterior. Wing textures suck. Engine textures are mid. The spinner is terrible. And the sounds are just immersion breaking for me. Which is a shame because it's so close to being awesome. It's so close to being awesome, but in its current state, it's not worth the price at all. Highly recommend against purchasing that airplane. All right, let's go to a pause here. Now, we've got a situation developing here. Let me see if I can pull up my Navigraph charts. All right. So I couldn't find this airport in Navigraph, or I'm sorry, in the SimBrief. So I imported a flight plan to Hanoi and International, but then I've changed our route of flight a little bit. So let me show you what we're going to load up here in the INS. We'll get this puppy aligning here. All right, let's look at the SimBrief OFP. So for our position, we'll come down here. We're going to box some waypoints out here. We're going to go from Luang Phrabang. We're at Luang Phrabang right here. And then our green waypoints are going to be LPB, which is... That's actually going to be waypoint 1, which is on the field. Waypoint 2 is Lapan. Waypoint 3 is Mochachu. Top of descent. Upvon. And then Alpha Mike is the NDB. So how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are not going to VVNB. I'm going to have to put in my own coordinates for our destination. So let's first, I'm not going to do the insert all through the INS, which you can import these. We got to do these manual on this flight. So see if I remember how to do it. We are in position 0. Let's load them up. VLLB Airport. First, we're located at north 1954.3. Insert followed by east, which is a little bit different. 102, 10210 0.1. Insert. All right. Now we'll come down here to desired track status. We'll hit the align button, and she's going to start aligning off of Luang Phrabang. Custom waypoint for VVGL. Yes, it's going to be a custom waypoint entry, and I'll show you how I did that here. Thanks very much, Captain. Just saved me $80 for long haul. Is the A300 any good? Yes, the A300 actually is quite nice. I haven't flown it in a while, and it's received some updates to change or to fix some of the issues it was having. I haven't really heard of any issues of it as of late, so I think you would be pretty happy with the A300. It's Monday night. V1 is streaming. Not sure who else we could walk with it. Hey, Andrew P. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Diabetic Ride says just beware 300 is still a bit of a frame hog. There you go. So could be a little heavier on FPS. All right, waypoint 1, the Luang Fubang VOR is located at north. 1954, the year Wingnut was born. Decimal 7. Insert east 10210. Decimal 3, 10210, 10210 decimal 3. Insert, there's a battery test. Waypoint 2 is going to be Lapon, which is located at north 2045, decimal 0. Insert, east 10428, decimal 5. Insert, waypoint 3, Mochacho, north 2049, decimal 7. Insert, east 10442, decimal 0. Insert, waypoint 4, Upvan, located at north 2055, decimal 5, 2055, decimal 5. Insert, east 10523. 10523, decimal 5. Insert. Okay, waypoint 5 is Gulag. Waypoint 5 is Gulag. North 20593, 20593. Insert, east 1055, 1055, 1, decimal 7. Insert. Waypoint 6. We are not putting in this one here, so I have to pull a Sky Vector navlog. Let me get my Sky Vector navlog waypoints for VVGL 21024. Or actually, how could I? You know what? I wonder if that's going to be the right format. I don't know if it will be the right format. Hold on, let's look over here. So this is where we want to go. Right here. Can I do something with this? Like, can I add a waypoint? Here we go. Is this the right format? 21022. Oh boy, add to route. After Alpha Mike. Add. So now, no, that won't be the SimBrief OFP. Team Vodka for the threshold. He's located. Okay, I'm going to use Team Vodka's. He's located waypoint 6 at north 2103 decimal 2, 2103. 2103 decimal 2 north. We'll insert that, followed by east 106, 106, 282E. 282 east. Hopefully that's right. If Team Vodka, you know what they say, never trust Team Vodka with waypoint coordinates. So, who knows? We'll see. What's the distance and time on that? Won't give me a time, I don't think. Yeah, we're not, because we're not aligned. Or we're at 0075. So we'll let it continue to align. I'm not sure if I believe Team Vodka on that. However, if we look at the low en route charts, how do I change this? World map? No. IFR low charts. This is what we want here. So we're going to reset up our radios to show us conventional nav as well. So let's go ahead and actually, you know what? While that's aligning, I've already downloaded our weights. Let's go ahead and start. loading that. And what we also need to do is we'll flip on those hydraulics and open up our cargo door here as well. Pressurize, open that. Why aren't you opening? Active pause is off. Why can't we open? Unless it needs the ground interconnect open? Or would it need the ground interconnect? We'll pressurize with the ground interconnect. Let's see if that'll open this door. Oh, power master. That would help. That's a galley, though. To open door. Actuate door control switch to the open position until door is fully open. Why is our door not opening? Looks like it. Looks like they might have. Looks like they might have. That's forward cargo. Nope, active pause is off. Okay, so they buggered that. Okay. We'll just use the forward cargo door. That's definitely buggered because that door's not opening. Okay. Let's hit a magic barrel ref key. Let's turn on our master radio switches. One step forward, 2 steps back. VHF, position 1. There's no, yours works, Team Vodka? I don't know why yours works. If yours is working and mine's not, then it's definitely a bug because it doesn't even work through the EFB. That's alright, we'll come over here, we'll close you off, we'll turn the master power off. Gremlins. Gremlins, I tell you. Alright, we're back in here. We don't need those, we'll turn those off. Ground interconnect is off. We're still fueling, and flight altitude today is, what did we file? 27,000 feet. Knock this down a little bit. 270. Landing altitude is 100 feet. 100 feet is set. Cargo door, everything else looks good. We are just about ready to start them up once we are done with the loading process. Alright, so let's set our radios up. Set our nav radios up here. I'm a little disappointed not flying the new A330. No, the new A330 does not deserve the time of day to be flown by anybody, in my opinion. Willful neglect for the community, willful or intentional. I'm trying to think of another word for scam. I can't think of it right now. But that's what it is. It's an intentional, disingenuous intent. Nefarious intent. Genuine nefarious intent on behalf of Aerosoft. Tar and feather time. No, we don't do that anymore. There goes this stream. Alright. Let's load up these little VORs. Luang Fubang is a 16.6. 16.6 on nav 1. That checks. After the Luang Fubang, we're taking this puppy all the way out to Lapen and MCC NDB, which is 514. So this ought to be interesting. We'll do 514. At the Muchacho NDB, 514. And then apparently we're on an NDB track, which ought to be fun, to Upvan. How are we tracking? And then Upvan. This is not the same route that I had. Oh, Upvan to Alpha Mike, which is going to be 294. I'll put you on standby, 294. ADF. 294. and I'm gonna double them up. So we'll have 514 on standby, on number 2 active as well. 514 and 294 on this ADF. Get all our radios set up, because once we get airborne, you know the drill. 16.6, we'll put 16.6 in nav 2 as well. No other VORs in the vicinity other than Noi Bay, which we can throw in 16.1 if for some reason we need it, but I don't think we will. 16.1 standby over there. Basically have nav 1 standby not needed. So we'll also set 22.8 for Iveo Premium. VHF 1, the lights don't work. Interesting. 22.8. Active. That's interesting, huh? So those are buggered. That should be switching over. That might be a... hold on. Yeah, it might be conflicting with the radio panel that I have. But you can see the lights should switch over. Whichever is active. They're no longer doing that. So, looks like they broke those again. But 22.8, 16.6, NDBs are set. We're all set up to go there. Now we need to look at our departure procedure, because it's kind of spicy. How we doing on our... We're 45, we're almost down. We'll accelerate it towards the end here. But let's take a look at some of the SIDs, and then we'll set up our needles, and then we're out of here. So for the Luang Fubang SIDs, first let's check the winds. Winds are calm, 360 at 2. So if the winds are 360 at 2, we're going to blast off on runway 23 for the non-RNAV departure. This is what we need. The Luang Fubang out to Lapan, which is going to be course 069er. So I'm going to scroll in course 069. That'll be after we turn back around to the VOR. 069 course is set, and it's going to be a right turn all the way around, and we're taking off of runway, what I say, 23. Runway heading is 230. So let's go ahead and select heading 230, and we are all set to go. Start firing up the engines here. V1, have you thought about the parallel 42 fix? No. Parallel 42 FX? No. Not right now, man. Too close to 2024 being dropped. Too close to 2024 being dropped, so no needed. Hit the like button now, says Dougal. Yes. What do we got? 90 likes? Ooh, so we could do packs off. We could do a bleeds off takeoff at 200 likes. If not, we'll do bleeds on. Speaking of bleeds on and bleeds off, let's run some takeoff data numbers here. Our pre-flight is almost done. That is finished, so let's wait. We got another minute 47 for that to finish, and then we're going to have to run some data. Flaps 15. We have the quiet wing installed. Should we try flaps 25? Let's try flaps 25, quiet wing. Min takeoff, 49, 49, 187.8. 187.8, 49.84. Gives us a little bit more. Flap 25, like full flap sim says flap 25. So flap 25, let's do it. We'll do flaps 25. That is the quiet wing mod. Hopefully it's installed on this airplane. I believe it is. We'll wait for this to finish, and then we will set EPR in trim and get our gross weights. We'll do a magic barrel ref one last time. We'll set top altitude to flight level 270. And chat, we are ready to go. We are ready to go. All right. I was heads down there for a minute. Welcome back to the chat. Welcome on board. Aerosoft stealing German tax dollars. Well, here's the other thing. I don't understand how, I guess I just don't know how this works, because why would the German government give €500,000 euros to a very niche company? I don't know. It just seems, maybe it's because I'm not from Germany or from or Europe or how they do their things over there, but I can't imagine. Well, I don't know. I could imagine our government just give money to everybody. Why would the U.S. government give PMDG $500,000. I don't know. I don't understand. Unless maybe they had somebody in office. Maybe there's like a sitting senator that was a hardcore flight simulation fan. Then 100% I could see our government slipping that into some spending bill and be like the Taiwanese monkey act of 2025, where we're going to send money to Taiwan to help their zoos and their monkeys. And in there, on paragraph 37 DE subparagraph X42, there's a line for PMDG to receive $500,000. So I guess I answered my own question there, right, Tom? But yeah, so I don't understand how that works. I just think it's kind of crazy that that's what they came up with. And the other thing, too, is like this is not a new airplane. Aerosoft has been making this airplane for 4 years, and they come out with something that looks worse than X-Plane 10 airplanes? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I hear jets. What do we got? Ooh, we got a 7.2 there. Let me do a radio check. Radio check, 22.8.
You're taxiing over the grass, by the way.
Yeah, who's over there taxiing over the grass?
Me. The shortcut.
Of course. That is a 727. Well, it is a 727, so. All right. We're finished up, chat. Gross weight 145.3. Takeoff. Let's go ahead and set EPR in trim. Ooh, yoke is moving. I love that. I'm going to hide the yoke. This is a new thing now that has developed. I'm going to hide those yokes. All right, takeoff EPR 2.0, 20, 20, 29 will set speeds. EPRs are set 2.0, 2.02 needed up top. Let's pull out our VLLB taxi chart. Actually, I can pull them both up. We'll do taxi. I love this. I love this style. I hope PMDG, when they release the, what is it? We won't have a chart for our destination, so when they release that 747-100, that it's either a really old-looking EFB or something like this, where it's kind of a paper can. I think that would be cool. I think it just adds to the time frame, you know. SID is RNAV departures, non-RNAV 05, full screen. That's what we got. So it's pretty simple. We're climbing all the way up to 27. Hardcore yank and bank angle check. Max speed 205 K-knots. We're going to probably hold those slats out. What's our slat retraction? 245, 230. Yeah, we're going to be holding those flaps out for a while because we got to climb like a mother and make that tight right turn direct and then track outbound on course 069. All right, you've been briefed. I've been briefed. Windows are open. Fueling is done. We got to set our rudder back over. That looks good. We'll get anti-skid after start. Beacon light is coming on. Smoke them if you got them. We'll always leave the no smoking sign off in the 727. It just feels right. It feels wrong to turn the no smoking sign on when you're a 727. All right, let's get ready to spool them up. Let's go one fuel tank on each pump. Aft all the way through. Boom, boom, boom. We'll come over here to our bleed panel. We're going to go ahead and turn off the packs. All bleeds are open. AP bleed is open. We have start pressure above 40 PSI. We are looking good. You guys ready? Shh. I'm going to turn the sounds up. Let's do engine start. Let's go. Actually, hold up. Hold up. We're at 2.5. We're almost there. We could go right to nav. I'm going to cheat mode a little bit. Just give us a little extra juice. Nav, position 1. Distance time to waypoint 6 is still sus. I don't know if I like that. Desired track and status does not appear to be. I'm a little sussed out by that, but we're in a line nav. We're green. We'll find out if this is going to work or not. Let's spool them up. Up to the overhead. Let's go 312. Clear prop. Grounding 3. Shh. It's not about it open. Now I heard some hardcore 727 guys counting it out. 13, 14, 15, 16. Low oil pressure line out. 18, 19, 20. Fuel. Light off. And 1. ITT rollback. There's 50%, start a cutout. Lights are out. We're good to go right into number 1. Here we go. Grounding 1. Starter valve open. Verify. Starter valve open. Rotation. $12, $13, $14. Low oil and out. 15, 18, 19, 20. We'll let this one motor a little higher since that EGT was kind of hot. Fuel. Light off. There's the ITT rollback. %. Go ahead and crank number 3. Grounding 3. Starter valve open. I love this song. Okay, I was wrong. 17 is awesome. Yes, it is awesome. Hey, Rod, I just saw the 330 cabin peeking them out. You and me both, dude. You and me both. 100% NP. Let's motor this one all the way up. We're going to motor this one all the way up. There's about 25. Fuel on. Light off. What is it? 50%. Let's close up the windows. Oh, we still have doors open. I don't know why it's extra loud. Close that, pull the chocks and cones. Close that forward entry door. Alright, it's closed. Here we go. Generator 1, in sync, closed. Gen 1, essential TR, check. Alright, Gen 2, sync it up. Wrong way. Gen 2, Gen 3, sync it up. Back to 2, close. Gen 3, close. Essential Gen 2, TR1 and 2 check. Batteries up, looks good. No galley power 2 is not installed. That all looks good there. Ground power is off, that all checks out. Let's go packs on. Engine 2 bleed and APU bleed are coming down. APU, look at the rest of our fuel pumps. Lights out, pressure's out, fuel's on board and balanced. APU will shut her down. There she goes. Alright, we are set up for after start. Alright. Thank you guys for bearing with me on these 7.2 streams. They take a little while to get set up. Alright, let's do a power back here. Now you'll notice there won't be any clamshell opening. So we'll go ahead and make sure the brakes are released. Which they are. Brakes released. Let's pop them open. A little more. Brakes are set. All right. Now we can make that turnout. Let's get our cams online. Now, if you are new and you didn't see the last 7.2 stream, I am using full-size throttles from Blackbird Controls. Make sure you check them out. Link is in the description. Link is in the chat. The most high-quality controls that I have purchased. This is way better than anything else that I've purchased before, especially from some of the big-name Etsy 3D printer mods. I'll show you guys in Cruise how much larger these controls are and how much higher quality they are than the other ones that I have. I refuse to use my MD-11 controls because they are not good. Team Vodka's using them as well. He says they're great, so don't take it from me, take it from him. The quality, the size makes that long arm really makes the finer control movements much better. All right, let's see. Are we at 25? Check. Flaps are 25 set and indicating. Trim is set. Brakes release. Let me do a check. Takeoff control check. Flight controls. Here we go. What's happening with our flight controls? Stand by. Is this happening again? Stand by, chat. Something funky is happening with our flight controls. Yet again. We are connected. You see how the... Let me check in settings here real quick. Something is wigging out with the controls. And I have 727 no bind up there. Interesting. Stick shaker activated. No kidding. It's properly set. Let me try with the bind. It seems to be a little smoother. Okay, so apparently we've got to have them bound. Flight controls checked, though. That looks good. Good thing we did it before blasting off, right? All right, let's go. We'll get those before takeoff. Taxi lights coming on. Here we go. Here we go. Go Cowboys. Look at that. Why do we have aileron system lights? I guess we need one on. Awaiting Fubang traffic, Tiger 357 taxi runway 23. Awaiting Fubang. Let's go. Check your flight director. If the needles don't come up, you might be in for a bad time trying to engage autopilot. Check flight director. Is that how you can tell? Yeah, flight director did not appear to be popping up. Does that mean we've had one of those WASM crashes? Uh-oh. I ain't got time for that. We got a back taxi 2-3 here. We need to queue up some Eye of the Tiger for takeoff. We've got a long taxi now. Let's go ahead and bust it out. Almost as funny as when Vio got excited and real Vietnamese guy showed up to an airport in Vietnam. I know, dude, I was excited. Saw this 250-hour streamer trying to rotate. It didn't work out once. Yeah, I had $1 for every time that happened. All right, well, I don't have the warm and fuzzy since the flight directors aren't coming up. I suspect an Alt F4 in the future. Once the door stops working, you're hosed. Are you serious, Swarm? Are you serious? I can't. I don't have the patience for that today. I do not have the patience for none of it to work. I managed to get around autopilot run by restarting a flight once you get it loaded. No. We ain't got time to reload flights. If this doesn't work, we're going to Alt F4 and do a 777 straight into
Tiger 357, you there?
Yeah, we got you loud and clear. You can't see me?
Nope, we can't see you moving. You're still at the gate for us.
Oh, that's you're gone. I'm assuming that's a bad thing.
Just reconnect.
Let me disconnect and reconnect. D1, has this plane entered the ATR status with the strike system? Not yet, but we're close, my man. We're getting close. It was working. I just want things to work, man. I tell you what, just give me the original version 1.0 of this airplane. Use Windows Recall, maybe that will reset, put on tinfoil hat first. What, are you guys not seeing me on Andy B? Are you... do you guys see the stream? You guys are seeing me in stream now, right? Yeah, I'm going off the 2-3. As
Hazing Tiger 357.
Go ahead.
Still invisible.
Yeah, we have no visual of you.
Alright, we'll let you know when we're airborne. If this airplane causes an Alt F4 today, I'm not flying it again until 2024. Iveo Premium Radar has me in the right spot. Alright, well, that's good to know. We're going to be making a tight right turn to 069 over the field. I sense a wrong side meltdown. Oh, please no. Alright, we'll spin her around. We'll light it up here. Dylan, that's awesome about the Ursa Minor, man. Enjoy it. I think it's a really good stick, man, especially for the price, dude. Windwing is coming to just take everybody's lunch. Going off of 05? Alright, that's fine. I want to do the tight right turn. That's why I picked 2-3. Oh, that was so awesome. Please work today because I really enjoy this airplane. Please work today. 727. There's no tailwind. The winds are calm. It's a little bit off center line there, but I'm not going to creep forward to straighten it out. We're just going to stay a little off center. We all know what can happen if we take up too much runway. All right, we'll get all our lights on. Anti-skid. These are coming on. Wing logos are on. Probe heats. Window heats. Flight engineer panel. Ground flight to flight. Yoga's in chat. Forward pressure on the stick. Whoop, hold on. Spin this around. Shout out Captain Design. Spool forward. Let's go. Oh, I love these throttles. Like, spooling for takeoff with these throttles is insane. Alright, we're stable. Run it up. Set power. Hold the brakes. 2.0 on the Eber. Brakes released. Set power. Takeoff thrust is set. We're rolling. Airspeed's 5.
80 knots.
Number 2 up just a little bit more. Just falling back. Whoa, a little early rotation there. Well, that was a ramp. I don't know what that was all about. Oh boy. Rotate, up we go. Pause the brake. Here, fly with. Oh, yes. She wants to go flying with that 25 flap. 18 degrees. There's 500 feet. Start the right turn. Hard right. Bank angle check to the right.
Vodka, you can go first.
Watch that pitch. Power to jump back a little bit. That power back.
All right,
there. 2.0 bank angle check to the right. Working hard. Lower that nose just a little bit. Oh, that looks so awesome. Right on our V2. We gotta hold that until we're back on track over the airfield. I mean, look at that terrain out there. There's really not a, I mean, we're not that far from the terrain. Keep it in there, keep it in there. All right, I see the airfield off the nose. Now we're gonna start to increase our speed. Down about 8 degrees or so. All right, flaps 15 coming up. That'll help us accelerate here. Oh, that's juice. Yanking and banking. Getting ready to go over the top of the field with the 069 outbound. 200 knots, flaps 5. Boeing Fubang traffic, Tiger 357 overhead, 4,500 out to the east. Last call, Boeing Fubang. All right, there's our course. Go ahead and turn it in. Now let's keep accelerating here. We'll run some after takeoff. We'll go off gear handle. Gotta get the logo lights, wing lights, turn off limitation. Those are all coming off. Alright, now we'll do our final cleanup here. Slats and flaps are coming up.
Tiger 05
Last bit of slats get sucked in, and the Kruger flaps. That's that Kruger flap getting sucked in right there. Alright, 250 knots on the climb out. Oh man, we're looking good now. We are looking good. We'll spin our heading bug around since we can't do it with our hardware. That was a flap 25, Donald. So the quiet wing was a mod installed on some 727s to allow for a much higher flap setting for departure. Flap 25. So think of it as a 727 short field performance kit. Come back down 9 power, climb power, about 92% there. I can't wait for the 747-100. Are you kidding me? We might, if we have to hand fly this all the way, we might be all right because we got the Blackbird controls throttles. So nice, dude. Every time I fly with these throttles, I'm reminded why I love them so much. All right, there's 10,000 feet. We're speeding there, but Vietnamese radar, it's okay. We're 270 on the speed. Let's attempt, just because we need to figure out sooner than later. Let me turn the sims down. We need to figure out sooner than later if this is actually going to work. Autopilot, nav, altitude arm, IAS hold. It appears to be working. What is our distance and time? 1 to 2. Desired track is approximately 068. That appears to be working. Let's go right into INS nav then. So let's lock it in at INS nav at an IAS hold of 280 knots. We're looking good. So we're INS navving and we're climbing up. So autopilot is working. Thank goodness. We can run the power up 92% here, a little bit more. A little more juice. Perfect. And we're out. Whew. All right. Look at that livery, though. This might be my favorite livery. This chrome. or aluminum rather, is just perfect. We need dirtier flaps though. We need some more grunge. We need mold and stuff on these wings. Like the Evergreen, not the Evergreen, what was it? The Emery Worldwide has the best flap texture.
Full end traffic, Vietnam 1, back taxiing runway 05.
PMG 741 is going to ruin me. I may not leave the house for a week. You and me both. Blackbird Control says I'm going to have a 737 set on the way to you soon too. Uh-oh. Blackbird Controls is also bringing out 737 throttles in light of the 73 Max. You guys might want to check him out. Get ahead of the game. Blackbird Controls. The link is in the description, right, buddy? Let me make sure. Yes. Or you just hit exclamation point throttle. Check them out. Quality, in-house, USA made juice. Hold up, PMDG is doing a classic 747. Is this early Christmas? Fly to live? I'm telling you, dude. I am more than excited. All right, 290902 is set. We're out of 18. Let's go ahead and verify everything else is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Pressurization, cabin does not appear to be climbing. That's interesting. We're in flight mode. Closed. Cabin's out. Okay, I guess we have different out first. Well, we'll see what happens here. We are set properly, right? Close, close. Packs are on. It was at one point where you used to have the engine 2 bleed on.
Full end traffic, Vietnam 1.
I'm going to open it. I don't think you would need to. APU bleed, APU is not on, so I'm going to turn number 2 bleed on. But I'm pretty sure they just ran dual bleed, not a triple bleed. John, I'm right there with you, man. I think the 72 is one of the best Boeing, visually appealing Boeing airplanes out there, man. Tri-jet for the win. Tri-jet for the win. V1, did you see the Aerosoft preview the 330 in terrible state? And then Latin VFR also then immediately released the 330? Really? Bring your guys back in here at full screen cam. I was not aware that Latin VFR then released the 330. Wait. Latin VFR? Really? Wow. That's, to me, see, that's disgusting. Like, why are we... You know what these companies are doing. They're panicking. They're just trying to get the last bit of money that they can before they're obsolete. And I hate that. That's just drives me nuts. Turn this Gustavo light on. You guys like the Gustavo light on? I don't love the Gustavo light on. Let's turn it off. Over 290 on the speed. Power set. We're looking good, chat. We are looking good. Let me just double check this pressurization here. I'm a little sussed out by it. We'll see what happens here at a few thousand feet. Latin VFR's on Marketplace. There's a video on their channel. Wow. Well, is it better? Let me ask you this. Is the Latin VFR 330 better than the Aerosoft one? That's all it is, Lucas. Last minute cash grab, dude. Last minute cash grab. Now, I could be completely wrong about this, but is it just me, or is the iFly 7.3 still seem to be a little ways from release? Like, there's no price point yet, there's no estimated release date yet. There's a couple things that I saw that looked a little bit suspect, but overall it looks, I mean, it seems to be pretty well received by everybody that's flying it. But I also, I would think that if it was, release was imminent, maybe they'll have a date here in the next day or so. Maybe it's a week. But I feel like it could be longer than that. The empennage on the new iFly is so huge, it's like disproportionately unappealing. The empennage. Really, John? I'll have to look at it again. It's in a beta state, early release, is 49 Whiskey. Interesting. Nothing but on price and release date. Fly USMC, good to see you, man. How you doing? Said I spent my day flying the Duke turbine around the Florida storms. Well, Chad, I already have a thumbnail made. And the reason I wanted to take the 777 is because we've got somewhat of a radar, and it's got to paint something, right? So maybe, and I was thinking we could go, Houston to Cancun, maybe cut right across it. I don't know. We'll be getting plenty of SIVA aircraft for 24. Yes. Whoa, that was a rapid level off here. Okay, we are leveling off. I'm going to run the auto throttle lever, or auto throttle speed up. We don't need to be doing more than 7, 8 or so. So let's go auto throttle engage. Just going to walk them back a little bit. Power's coming back. 50. What's our distance? Waypoint 1 to 2. We're 83 miles out. We're looking good on course. We're level. Cabin is climbing now. That's good. That's what I like to see. Cabin's climbing. Everything looks good over here. We are doing our own fuel balance, so let's make sure. We got 9,000 pounds. That doesn't seem like a whole lot. Let's go ahead and walk it back a little bit. Let's do like 7.0 Mach. Save some gas. What's our fuel burn? Well, I guess we're at idle now, essentially. Let's see what happens when I spool them up here. Let's see what kind of fuel flow we're getting. Yeah, Zippy, so when you engage the auto throttle, it's a bug. It goes to idle. At least it's not as aggressive and send the alarms off like it used to. It's just kind of a little hunky-dory bug. Alright, we're level 270. We got a little bit of turbulence out here. A little bit of INS wing rock. Might have been a little bit of turbulence. A little bit of light chop. Daniel Fogelberg, welcome to Private Pilot, man. Glad to see you here. Welcome on board, man. Welcome to Private Pilot. Glad to have you here. The iFly is not perfect, but it's way better than what Aeros. Oh, yeah, for sure, dude. And it's got bore sounds. See, this is what happens when I use... Yeah, this airplane is just giving me issues, man. That a little bit. Prep the barf bag. No, we've stabilized. We have stabilized. How's that for you, though, right there? That looks good. It's also better than PMDG? Really? Is that what they all are saying? It's better than PMDG? I find that hard to believe. We'll see. We'll have to see when it comes out. PMDG 7.3 is pretty solid, man. What did hey, did Flightdeck to Sim fly it? I mean, who's a Max driver? Who's flown the Max? I don't know anybody that's flown the Max that's a content creator. I think Flightdeck to Sim. I mean, he's obviously on the 7.3, but Max specifically. Where's Fly Navy? Fly Navy or full Flap 40 Sim? I don't know what to call you now. Flap 40 Sim. You fly the Max, right? Flying wise, yes, Flight Deck to Sim and Black Box 7 said it handles better. Very interesting. Well, that's exciting. That's exciting. They do have Maxes. Very cool. What's being said is it's better than PMDG was at first release. Oh, okay. Yeah, there was some little bugs there, some little hiccups initially when the 7.3 first dropped. Well, I'm interested to see. You know, like I said, I'm probably not going to pick it up, especially right here with 24 dropping. What it is giving me the itch to do, though, not going to lie, is it's giving me the itch to take the 737-600 out and pretend it's a 400, fly some Southwest ops with the crazy PFD setup where we have the 6-pack on the glass, because that always seems to trigger everybody in the comments. I love that. So that's what it's actually giving me the itch to do, is take out the 737-600, pretend it's a classic, or 300. Oh yeah, Dougal, it definitely sounds good. I did hear the startup sounds. I actually do. I was listening to Canada Stream in my truck, and he was starting engines in my truck, and my truck speakers are just awesome, so I could hear all the rumbling and everything. It sounded really, really good. I mean, you know, when a Boris sound pack drops, it's going to be absolute top-notch. It just gets me even more excited for the 7576. Let it rip. Do it even more old school Southwest. No VNAV or autopilot. How about autopilot but no VNAV? What we should do, Diabetic Lad, is take the 73600 up, use the funky ICAS or the funky displays, no VNAV, but I got to use some autopilot. Just use flight level change and vertical speed the whole time. I want to see locked brick. I want to see some wing flex in that max, because you know how the 73NG, the PMDG wing flex, I always thought it looked like it was choppy, I guess, but the wing flex on the 7.3 is kind of choppy. But I wonder what the iFly 7.3 wing flex looks like in heavy turbulence. Guy pulls up playing loud music, looks over at V1 making a weird face, turns down his music, and hears the whale sounds. Exactly, Zippy. Exactly. Oh, Zippy, speaking of, so when I got in my truck too, after one of our other streams, we flew the Huey, it like auto played, so my phone auto starts playing whatever was last on my phone, and it was our Huey stream. Dude, listening to that Taog's Hangar Huey start up is so awesome. So awesome. We must take care to remember PMDG releases. Playing Microsoft was 2020 was a baby. Yes, that is very true, 737 Sim Pilot. Very, very true. iFly's had 3 years to make it good. Yes, you're absolutely right on that, man. You're absolutely right. Yeah, Turk in the US. Yeah, they didn't use auto thrust, autopilot, or not, I'm sorry, not autopilot, auto thrust and VNAV in a 7.3. And I jump seated on them when they were doing that. I jump seated on a classic 300 from St. Louis to Dallas Love. And you talk about cowboys, man. They got cleared for the visual approach. And this was early on in my career, in my 121 career rather, because I was actually at the regionals. I finished my type rating at Flight Safety in St. Louis. And I got on a 7.3 Classic, and they were at the gate. They were all, it was a Czech airman and a brand new FO doing OE. And they had I want to say they had a nav radio in up. I'm pretty sure it was a nav radio. It might have been a comm radio in it. I can't remember, because you have to have two comm radios. Had to be some sort of a nav radio. But they were working with the CAN, feverishly trying to get things sorted out. And the captain's like, just a typical day in a 300. And they had the old school cockpit like this. I mean, it had no glass in it. They had the regular EFIS over here, I guess. And then the HSI was completely analog, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe the ADI was analog. I can't remember. It was one of their old jets that hadn't been retrofit. And I'm sitting on the jump seat, and they take off. And it's the Czech airman's leg. So obviously the first officer had been doing his training, and now it's his time to shine. We come into Dallas Love, man. I'm sitting on the jump seat, and they get cleared for a visual approach. And I thought I was jump seating Fly Navy, doing a lap in the pattern at the boat or something. I mean, it was high 250 knots to the marker, full idle, speed brakes out, gear down, just like what is going to stable at about 500. I say at about 500 feet. That was the SOP for a lot of airlines back then. I don't know what Southwest SOP is now, but we were stable at about 500, and they sure put it down. But that was a wild. My eyes were just wide, bug-eyed open, because here I am. My operator was much more restrained in how our SOPs were, and as far as being stable, and I'm used to the Embraer, just all the automation in the E-Jet, and I'm looking at this guy just absolutely manhandle the 737 in Dallas Love. It was awesome. One iFly streamer XP slammed it on the brakes from the wing view, and the wing started flapping. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I know XP was live for, I mean, what, 8 hours or something on Friday? Crazy. 737-300 is another beautiful Boeing. Brings back memories of my PPL training days when Southwest flew them into ice-slip. Yeah, got some great pics, yes. I liked the 500. Was it the 500 that was shorter? I think which one was the shortest one, the 300 or 500? I'm pretty sure the 500 was shorter than the 300. But that's where I miss the IXEG, y'all. I miss the IXEG. I really do. All right, we are tracking outbound. Put you on it. Our ADFs are picking up. That's good. So we're headed towards our proper ADF. We're about to go waypoint 2 to 3. We're going to need to start down here pretty soon. These flights go by quick. The 500, the dash 500 CFM dash 200. What? Oh, okay. 500. Yes, okay, yeah, that's a short one. Full Flap says, I remember flying Southwest all the time as a kid, flap 1 to flap 30 in one extension as the gear came down at the marker. Yes. And the flap extension sound, there is no better. Well, the 7.2 is pretty close. I like the 7.2 sound for the flaps, that growling motor. But the 737 Classic flap motor, we got to find one on YouTube. Hold on. If you haven't heard a classic 737 flap deployment, it's just awesome. There's like this distinguished whine. 737, 200, let's do 300 flap extension. It's already in my history. Let's see if I can get the sounds of one. This one's in flight, so you can't hear it. I'm gonna find a better one. Gotta find a better one. Maybe after landing would be better, because you can hear them. Oh, you can kind of hear it there. How it's struggling. I wish I had a better one that was cleaner audio. Nah, I don't have one. Nope. Oh jeez, what's this? That's a mechanic's view. Anyway, yeah, there's nothing better than the classic 7.3 flaps. I wish PMDG or Fenix did a 7.3. Me too, man. A dash 200. Me too, Turk. The FMC is not as complete in the iFly as it is on the PMDG. Okay. Interesting. Tolis 8339 when Gustavo. They did reach out. Did I tell you that? So they did reach out. I am setting up. I'm setting up X-Plane for a couple of different things. I want to try. Well, first off, I want to familiarize myself with the 7.5, 7.6 again. And secondly, we may have to take a look at that. And we may have to look at the classic Felis. But I am getting the X-Plane set up again. Got to. We got to try. Got to try. Because I'm also at the point too where it's like 24 is on the horizon, 2020, like I know what's coming, so I'm just like, I'm having a harder time to be excited for Microsoft Flight Sim right now, just 2020, because I know so much more is so close to happening. We're only a month or two out. So I don't know. Maybe we need to dabble in the 7.3 for a little bit on X-Plane. IXEG? Does the IXEG work pretty good in 12? Gustavo? We flew it once, a long time ago. X-Plane ain't ripped no more. I mean, when's the last time I flew it, y'all? It's been probably a year. Alright, we're going waypoint 2 to 3. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's do a waypoint change after this one. And we're going to direct to waypoint 6. Actually, we're going to go direct to waypoint 5. Because waypoint 5 is going to be the beacon just prior to the airport, right? Yeah, it'll be the Guillam or the Hanoi NDB Alpha Mike is located at waypoint 5. Well, you know what? We're staying en route. Let's not. We don't just. It's actually doing a good job here. This is pretty good. I'm glad we're not having any SIVA bugs. I don't know. I mean, golly, what an awesome livery that is. We're not having any SIVA bugs, so let's just continue to let it do its thing here. I say that as we bank into a 90-degree roll to the right. Drive it into the ground. Felis with the Brunner sounds like Nirvana. Oh, diabetic lad, yes. Yes. Melbourne. When you want to go to Melbourne, Zippy? What's in Melbourne? AJ's here? Oh no, guys, don't tell AJ. If AJ finds out we're going to do X-Plane, it's going to be inappropriate. Hanoi going downtown. We need a good A6 for Flight of the Intruder. Oh, dude, I love the Flight of the Intruder. That was a great movie. We need an A6 for DCS, dude. Not interested in the iFly 7.3. I'm not. Hey, Tom, look. If I would have been sent a copy, I would have flown it for sure, but I'm not going to. I don't think I'm personally going to pick up a G1000 737 just prior to 24. Maybe in a couple months. You know, 24 is out. Want to see the max, see what max is the best, because there's supposed to be a default max, right? Which it'll be, I'm sure it'll be fine, but it'll be default, right? I don't remember the last time we flew default airplane seriously. So in due time, I'm sure I'll get it, but nah, I'm not super excited about a max. I know a lot of people are. That's no disrespect to iFly. It's just it's a 737 with G1000s. Changed my mind. That was your last IXCG stream. Oh, that's right. It was in Melbourne. That's right. That's right, Zippy. I'm going to A6 it down the river. Yeah, we should actually drop in low level. We need to start down, though, too. So let's go ahead and start a descent. Let's go ahead and select 14,000. 14,000 is set. 14 is set. I will come here. We will do arm U, IAS hold, and nope. Run the power back a little bit. And down we come. Let's see where she's going. 2 to 1, 3 to 4. Why are you climbing? You need to go down. Why are we not descending? Because the auto throttle is engaged. That's why. Now she's coming down. First we floated the boxes. Actually, we floated them twice. Outsail is set to 14 thou. 270 knots. Yeah, I gotta turn the auto throttle off. Frank Town, what's going on, man? Will be Adobo 7.3 probably needs a new dev group to tune it, FBS or fly by string. Yes. iFly will be available in 24. Yes, I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be. McKitty Mike, good to see you, man. 47 months of support. Goodness, dude. Appreciate you. 47 months of support, man. Really appreciate the support. If I'm going to fly a Boeing, I need to fly something with more than 2 engines. Give me a three-holer or a 4-holer. I can't believe they're doing a 100. I cannot believe PMDG is doing a 747 Classic or Dash 100. I need to know, like, a month out. If PMDG ever stops by the stream again, I gotta let them know, like, look, you can NDA me, just give me a month ahead of time so I can set my schedule around the release. Because I need to be off for that. I need to. And we should probably take it, I think first flight should be down to Quito, Ecuador. We're gonna redo the FSX mission. I'll fight you for the 741 Dougal. I'm sure you will, man. I'm sure you will. Who remembers that? The Ecuador. It was Ecuador, right? And the 747 on FSX. That was one of the default missions. I remember I flew that in the default 7.4. I was like, okay, that was fun. And then a few months go by when I tried it in the PM because you could swap airplanes. So I did the same mission in the PMDG. Stick shaker, stalled it. High alpha stall. Not good. When V1 stopped streaming for 2 months straight, it's because he's taking every trip he can to get his hands on someone who exposed. There you go, Diabetic Lad. Blackbird Control says, I wonder if I should whip up some 7.4 Classic throttles. I'm pretty sure they're physically almost the same as the 7.2 ones. You know what, Blackbird Controls? Yeah. They're probably got to be pretty darn close. I mean, right? It would just be one more. 1, 2, 3, put the 4 on it. Speaking of, it's about time to throw up the Blackbird Control cam today. I don't know, can you see those all right? So, I wish I had them on my other stream. I'm using them right now, but where's the default ones? I showed the comparison before. The default one right here doesn't even come up to like the top of the lever. It's crazy how much bigger these levers are. And it's just so much. I love grabbing them by the top. You know, a lot of the 727 videos that you see, even 7.3 guys, they're not always back here. They have their hand kind of up on top, and I can see why. It just seems like you get a little bit better control, a little bit easier to manipulate the levers here. Absolutely love having that full-size grip on there. So cool, man. All right, we need to do a waypoint change, 4 to 5. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do waypoint change 0, 6, direct to the field, insert, 56 miles. We're waypoint changing direct to the field. The next NDB is 294. We'll tune that up. 294. There is our NDB 2. We're at 17,000 feet. Magic Barrel ref is set. We're going to bring the power all the way back. We're going to pull the altitude horn cut out. We're going to descend straight to 10,000 feet. We're going to hustle up here. We're going to crack the speed brakes. Speed brakes are coming out. And we got to hustle down. Now we got to find this airport together. Because I don't know where it's going to be. If we look at... We have no approach charts going in here. We have no references. If I go back to this cam real quick and I show you all a Navi graph. From Alpha Mike, it's a 206. I actually put you straight on it. So we could fly the 206 bearing off of Alpha Mike. I'm going to go ahead and just disconnect the autopilot here. Yeah, I'm going to hand fly this. So 206 basically from the Alpha Mike NDB will give us a straight shot in. We're hustling down. Down we go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the bearing. Yeah, I'm going to keep that 2 basically right on the nose. I'm just going to hustle all the way down here. We'll set our approach speeds while we're at it. Landing speeds, lap 40. Set EPR and speeds are set. 2.0 for the go-around, which is 91. VAP of 127. So we're actually decently light. 1,000 go, check. So right now I am navigating strictly off of the NDB right now. This doesn't do anything. We're not tuned in anything here on our course. So keep that in mind. Matter of fact, the runway heading, the straight in is going to be runway 02. So for situational awareness, I'm going to set this to a runway course of 002. Let me double check that. Yeah. 002 is a runway course. We're out of 8,000. We're 250 knots. Let's go ahead and get all our lights on. Yeah, looking good. We'll set 5. Let's set 3,000. Set 3. That's 4. 1 more. 3,000 is set. We'll be looking outside. We're looking outside, so it's just past. It actually might be this runway right here. I think that's it. I think it's that runway 02. We'll do a pattern entry, so we'll overfly the field at 2,000, and then we'll make a right downwind and come back and land on it. I think that looks good. VFR flying in 727. Not sure what's better than that. Oh, I'm telling you, man. Love it. All right, 5.5 for 2,000. We'll get replay ready. Downtown Vietnam. Early morning. Yeah, I see the river. All right, so the NDB, this is kind of cool. So keep an eye on these needles. These are NDBs. After we hit the NDB, we said it was almost a direct 206 bearing from the NDB. Oh yeah, I see the runway. I see it. 1,000 to go. Check. Let's start the replay for the flyover. Recording's on. We're going to record this so we can have the flyover in replay mode. All right, here comes 300 to level off. Stow the speed brakes. Level off here. We'll start slowing down. Let's peg about 180 knots here. We'll keep the deceleration going. For cinematic purposes, let's make it 1,500. Oh, I guess that doesn't work anymore. Broke that again. Cool. Alright, we'll just descend down to 1500 on our altimeters. That runway course line appears to be 020. Yep, 020, not 002. Coming all the way down to 1,000 feet now. Still slowing down. We'll make a right turn. We'll make a hard brake to the right. Well, not a hard brake, but right turn. Enter the downwind. This is a military charter.
1,000.
1,000 feet. We'll level off here. Get a little power back in. Just get it off that idle stop. Terrain check. Ooh, where's our Ghiblis inhibits? They are over here. Oh, it won't let me inhibit them? That's not cool. That's not cool. Let's go ahead and get flaps 5. We'll start our right turn here. A little bit of a balloon there with the flap extension. It's correcting. There's 180 on the speed to get a little bit more power in there. Don't want to get below that. We'll keep it coming all the way to the downwind.
1,000.
Runway Airbus Tiger 357, 1,000 feet. We'll turn it right down on runway 20, runway Airbus. I wish I could put that ground inhibit switch. Maybe if we get in here, flaps 15 will register as landing. Let's turn back around. 160 on the speed, flaps 15. Maintain 1,000. Circle right back in. Wait, is that the airfield? Son of a gun. I thought I got really disoriented there. I thought the airfield was back over here. Alright, we're crossing midfield for a left downwind then. We'll cross midfield downwind for left entry. I really thought, I totally got disoriented. I thought the airfield was back on that side. Hanoi Airbus, Hanoi Air Base, Tiger 357, crossing midfield downwind, left traffic down 20, Hanoi Air Base. Alright, back to the left. That's a rookie move there, isn't it, Dougal? We're also doing 200 knots again. Man, it's Vietnam, man, what can you expect? It's either this or 180 knots to 15-mile final, clear to land, 25 left in Los Angeles.
1,000.
It's definitely more exciting. Alright, we'll call this a downwind here. I wonder if they got to keep their downwinds over the river in their MiG-28s. Actually, this is Vietnam, MiG-21s. Gonna have to strip your mustache after that one, Big Mungus. Hey, it was for the cinematic purposes, my man. It's for cinematic purposes. Alright, here we go. We're going to make up for it on this landing. You ready? Gear down. Flaps 25. Cranking. Here we go. Doing the Mogadishu Circle. Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing, Dale. A little bit, not too far. I'm not going to drop the anchor just yet. 30. There's that runway. Now we're going to drop the anchor on them. Flaps 40 coming in. If I can find my dang wing view.
100.
Looking for 126.
500.
Flaps 40, gear down, 3 green. Flaps 40 are indicating. Short runway here too, so we don't want to
400.
blast through this one. Calm winds. My
300.
nemesis.
$200. 200.
Clear these bushes here. I like this runway. It's got a touchdown zone on the whole runway.
100.
You guys can't yell at me. Should I plop it right on the 1,000-footers?
50.
I'll do a Navy style
30.
landing. Ready?
20. 10.
Ah, I floated it. Bolter, bolter. Try to hit those markers. I gave up on the butter. I wanted to hit those markers. 3 in reverse. Manual brakes. We don't have auto brakes on. We'll stow it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hanoi Air Base. I don't know if we floated that far, actually. Gave up the butter. Nah, I think that was a solid 727 landing right there.
Hanoi Checker 911. We're right turn heading 200 downwind for 010.
We got another 7.2 on downwind.
And if you're on final, go ahead. I got a little ways to go.
I can turn base down.
Yeah, go ahead. I see you. I got visual on you right now.
Firm and positive. Yeah, I went right for the markers. We'll see. I don't know if I missed them by much. I don't think I missed them by much. I tell you what, though, the flaps 40 on the 727, you chop that power, she just drops. Like it's a kablamo every time at flaps 40. Force Raptor gifted 5 memberships. Force Raptor, thanks so much, man, for the 5 gifted memberships to the channel. Force Raptor, very kind of you, man. Appreciate the gifted subs. If you pick one up from Force Raptor, make sure you shout him out. Call him Force Raptor, even though his name is FC Receptor. Alright, we are going to park. Actually, you know what? I was going to park on the left side over here. Let's cross the runway so we can watch everybody land. We're going to cross back over and park. Every time you land anyway is a kablamo. You know what? We've had some kablamos lately. That's alright. That's alright. Kablamos need love too. They can't all be greasers. Let's see you take a 727 in here with a Mogadishu Circle of Flaps 40 landing. Cosmic Doubloon dropping 10 more gifted memberships. Cosmic, my man, I appreciate you, dude. Dropping another 10 gifted subs, dude. Very, very kind. Thank you so much for that, man. Default airport. Yeah, well, there's not much scenery for Vietnamese air base. I'm sorry, Jeff. Oh, I can see the lights on that guy coming in right now. Perfect. All right, let's set the brakes. Brakes are set. We'll kill the lights. So we can see. Oh, brakes are set now. Let's see this guy. Let's see what this guy does. Where's he at? There he is. He's on final. We'll come over here. Full flap sim, V1 sim FPM fight. Who can get the smoothest landing on the touchdown markers? Okay. Challenge accepted, Zippy. I'll have to get, I will get, we got to use the same landing rate though. You heard it here first. We're going to have a landing challenge with flap full sim. We're going to go A319. Do you have the A319? We're going to do A319, touchdown markers only.
Traffic, Vietnam 1, about 5 miles, turning final in
He's
about 3 miles.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got it. It's got the realistic brake set, so that's why I got to do that. Home court advantage, absolutely. No. How about this? How about we both have to do it in the 7.2, because I don't fly the 7.2 and you don't fly the 7.2. It's got to be a 727 foot per minute challenge, flap 40. But we got to go to the same airfield too, so we have like the same runway slope. We have to make sure we have the same scenery. Maybe like we both have the fly Tampa Vegas, right? Maybe we got to do fly Tampa Vegas 19, the visual approach to 19 left, 1,000-foot marker, touchdown zone contest. Best of 3 challenging airports. Best of 3. Okay, so Vegas, and then Kai Tak, because that's default. Vegas, Kai Tak, and what's a short? Ponce. What's shorter than Ponce? Santos Dumont. That one's pretty challenging. That one, the runway's actually decently long, Zippy, on that one. The problem with that is the approach. Key West. Yes, Key West would be a good one. Key West is short. Either Key West or Burbank. Is it Burbank? No, John Wayne. Which one's shorter? Key West. I like Key West, though. Let's do Key West. No, DFW hurts my eyes, dude. Are you kidding me? Get rid of Vegas. Okay, so Key West. What did we say? I forget now.
Hanoi traffic, Vietnam 1 on final for the northbound runway, maybe. Runway 02.
Here he comes.
Hanoi.
321. Hold on, where's our Vietnamese music? Hold on. We need our Vietnamese music. Hold on. Here we go. Landing challenge. What's this guy in? What is he flying? Oh, looks like a wider fuselage than an Airbus. SNA is shorter at 5,700. We got a little bit of crosswind coming in here today. Oh, brother. Ooh. That was a kablamo and a tail strike. Kablamo.
All right, Hanoi traffic, Tiger 911, we're about 3 miles for 02.
All right, we're going to pause it for Tiger 11. That looked like a kablamo. We definitely have a kablamo on the first attempt. That one hurt. How hard was that? When they're silent, you know it's bad.
1.22 G, 600 FPS.
Ouch.
Hey, respect the honesty. That was firm. We're probably in the same.
He's on the threshold, man.
Yeah, I know.
Watch how it's done.
All right, this here comes Team Vodka. Are you at flaps 40? Oh shoot! I just reset my drone cam. Son of a gun. Runway inspection in progress. Runway inspection in progress. Now, here we go. No excuses. No excuses. We'll put it right on the markers. All right. Here comes the Vietnamese music. I wish I could see his flaps. Man, I wish I could see his flaps. Well, it's Team Vodka. He could be landing flap 00. You never know. Of course, somebody's got a slew in there. Don't do that. Oh, brother. He's going to be short. He's going to be short. Short, short, short. That's a one wire. That's a one wire there if I ever seen one.
Got it.
That was a one wire, but it was smooth. That's vodka. He's always high, AJ. All right. This guy needs to power back into my parking spot.
Why use the third wire? Use the first.
I don't know what that guy's doing. It looks like he's flying the iFly Max. All right. Let's see how we did, chat. See how we did. Let's pause the music. Go to replay mode. Let's go ahead and disconnect from Iveo Premium. It's actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put our camera right back where it was. We're going to be fair. I don't know if I don't know if I floated it. Did we float it? I think we hit the second set. I think we actually hit the touchdown zone marking. So if you guys want to be specific, these are the aiming markers. These are the touchdown zone markers. Check out your aims. These are actually aiming markers. Well, let's see. We're going to put the camera right here. We're going to unfreeze it. Boom. All right. Now let's go back into our airplane. Let's turn all our lights on so they're not flashing at us. And flat 40 is set. Go to the wing view. And hit it. I'm not going to go all the way back. Let's just go here for the final landing. Flap handle in. All right, now we're looking good. Let's see where we are. There we are. All right, here it comes. Now, for the first one, we're going to watch it from inside view. Let everything load in here. If they didn't want me to catch the one wire, they wouldn't have put it there. Have you ever had a one wire Flight Navy? Is that like a note? Like, is that the worst one? A one wire? I was listening to Tomcat Tales, and he called it something. It was like a something walk to the one wire because the deck was pitching so hard. They had no gas left. Like he intentionally, there was a phrase he used to intentionally aim for the one wire. He cleared the back of the ship by 4 feet? Wow, dude, that's scary, man. Full flap cleared the ship by 4 feet. Oh, we might have nabbed the 4-wire. Damn, that was hard. That was hard. That even sounded hard. That even sounded hard. I didn't even know this airplane could sound hard. Let's watch it from up here before we go to the last view. I asked my buddy how much clearance I had, and he said yes. Oh, jeez. 100. I think we might have caught the last bit of paint. 30. But we did, it planted. I pulled the power out and it just settled down. Oh. That actually looks, here's my prediction. This is gonna look like an actual 727 landing from the exterior view. Like if you watch like some 727 landings, some of them look pretty hard. Like I bet you it's gonna look like this. But there's no hiding that. This was a firm landing. I'm just curious to see if we actually hit the paint or not. Oh! I mean, that might have been like a 300 actually. Right? Was that hard? Hold on, let's go back. Let's see where we touched. Maybe that wasn't as hard as I thought. Maybe I am better than Fly Navy. Oh, I don't know. Hold on. We're going to wind it back. Too fast. This is going to be one of those instant replay. There we go. I'm waiting for it. Do you think that was a 600, Zippy? Do you think that's a 600? Here, let's watch it in half speed, just so I can stop it in time. We need to stop the camera. Man, that looks sick, though. Come on, that looks so awesome. All right, hold up. Okay, so not the right main. Look at that, though. That looks pretty cool. Hold on. Come on, we are in the paint. We are in the paint. Hold on, wind it back, wind it back. Wind it back. Oh, we're down. We are all in agreement that that wheel is on the ground. I saw the smoke. That's it, Chef. That's in the paint. That's a 4-wire. That's a 4-wire. No, that's definitely a 3-wire, right? With the tail hook, you only need that last wire. NFL replay cam. Agreed, the wreckage is in the touchdown zone. Look at that. One wheel, though. It's actually kind of a cool angle. Let's watch it from here. In regular speed. Watch this. Oh! Okay, that was definitely like a 400, right? We grade the hook, so you're solidly in the 3-wire. Can we see compress? Oh, let's see if we can do a compression. Let's see if I'll set the camera. I'll tell you what. Let's go reset drone cam, and I'm going to put it on the struts. Let's get out of the lights, and it's going to be what main hit first? I think so. The right main hit first. Put this in down. Go back. Ooh, not full compression. I don't think that was that. I don't know if it was as hard as I got to get that reinstalled, because you can see I arrested the descent right there. Oh, I don't know. No, that was a hop, skip, and a bounce. Solid 400. Solid 400. Solid 400. All right. Where's our flyover? What's this? Can I hear it from down here? I don't think I can hear it. No. Too far. Kind of. I can kind of hear it. Alright. We'll watch it in from here. That's it. I'm done. We were in the touchdown zone. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Alright, y'all. 4 o'clock. We're going to wrap it up. We got a football game tonight, don't we? We do. Yeah. I think that's going to end it. But I think tomorrow, if I can fix my trailer, I had a trailer blowout on me this weekend on my boat trailer. Not good. My boat is actually still stranded down at the marina because I can't get the trailer working. So if I can get that sorted tomorrow, then in the evening or later afternoon, we will do our 777 right through Helene. And take a look at that. Should be pretty fun. Because I want to do, there's another 777 flight that I want to do as well. It'll be a warm-up flight for me. Alright. Landing challenge with full flap sim coming at you. Again, shout out to Blackbird Controls. Check out the link in the description. He's in the Discord. If you have the 727, you got to pick yourself up a pair of these throttle levers. They just changed the way that this airplane, it's just way the whole Bravo feels and manipulating the power. It's just so much better. And the quality is top notch. He's also working on some 7.3 throttles, it looks like. Thank you again, Blackbird Controls. Thank you again for all who donated the super chats and gifted subs. Cosmic the Balloon, thank you. So appreciate that. Cosmic the Balloon, Bill's Mafia, Big Mungus, Force Raptor. You guys are awesome. Tom H. Thank you all so much for the support. And until the next one, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy. See you in chat. I'm B1. See ya. Take a look at this greaser right in the touchdown zone.